Hey guys, my name is Angelia and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first part of my Big Brother house speed build. This is gonna be probably 2 parts long. I probably should have made it into 3 because there's like 4 hours of footage, but I kind of just smushed them all together. So this is the first part. I built the framework off screen because I knew it was gonna take me a really long time. I didn't want to make you guys have to sit through all of that, so here we are. So right here I am working on the 2 back bedrooms. I'm just kind of getting beds and stuff in there for placement matters and like sizing and all of that because Lord knows that this is a big house build. I'm a huge fan of Big Brother in the United States, obviously, because that's where I live. I've been watching it since season 1. I've been really wanting to do Big Brother in The Sims. And I was trying to figure out ways I can make that happen. I do have, you know, a few different set of rules that people have come up with over the years, but I kind of wound up making my own set of rules as well. Like, I was using theirs as guidelines, and then I just kind of did my own. But here I am. This is technically the storage room where they would be getting, like, groceries and stuff from, but obviously we don't have that in The Sims, so I'm just kind of shoving a bunch of skill-based items in there, honestly, for, you know, potential challenges and stuff like that, just so I have them on hand and ready to go, so I can just quickly duplicate them and all of that. But I am just kind of getting the placement of things figured out here, and yeah, the framework definitely took me some time. Probably took me about an hour or 2 to figure out, and I didn't want to have you guys just have one freaking video of just me doing framework for this house, and I was trying to size it down quite a bit. So here I am just kind of plunking down items that I knew I wanted to use or could potentially use. So we do have the 3 back bedrooms. Last year I believe it was the blue room, the pink room, then obviously the have-not saucer room that they had. Our have-not room winds up being like an outdoorsy theme, which is actually a really cute room and I really like it. Yeah, I was just finding items, honestly. This rock climbing wall, I was so excited to put it in the freaking living room like it was in Big Brother last year, and then later on you see me having to move it. I do have a window place, it looks like. Is that I think that is the, one-way mirror. I wound up doing the unlocks cheat and using that because there are mirrors across this entire house where there are cameras behind it. They obviously can't see the cameras, but they know they're there. And there are cameras that are on the walls as well, but I didn't put those in because I did want to hold back on the loading times. And right there I was trying to figure out something I could do with the doorway to make it look a little bit better, and it just wasn't working. The kitchen. This is, okay, I don't wind up using these counters. I really love these counters, but why are there no matching islands for these counters? Like, I remember it bugging me when that pack first came out, and now it still bugs me. Like, it just started a new round of being bugged, I'm not gonna lie. So I had to pick different freaking ones, and yeah. But the theme of this kitchen is not this. I was just placing counters to get sizing and stuff correct. I wasn't planning on using the purple and the pink. I want to be clear on that. This is not the kitchen's final form. Again, I'm just kind of placing stuff to figure out how I want to space things out. And you will... I don't actually think I recorded in the speed build, but I do wind up adding another fridge because these are Sims. It's not real life and all of that, so I knew I needed to add a little bit extra of certain things, like a fridge and bathrooms for another one. Because in the Big Brother house, we only have 1 bathroom and I believe there's 2 showers downstairs and 1 bathroom. And then obviously the ones up in the HOH room. But again, these are Sims and they're gonna end up peeing themselves, and I didn't want that to happen. I was also trying to find a round table that would hold 8. Which doesn't exist, just by the way. If anyone was curious, it doesn't exist. Please, Sims team, make a round table that holds 8 Sims, because that would be great. This is gonna end up being the memory wall where I just put those photos. So again, sizing. Here are those one-way mirrors. That does come in the detective career. if you want to unlock them normally, but I just use the cheat because, yeah, why not? And you do see me removing a lot of those mirrors as well, because I was noticing some lag issues in my game, and once I removed them, some of it kind of ended. I was trying to figure out a way to make a sectional with like those corner ones, but we need more sectionals. That's another thing that we need. We need sectionals that like we can smush together. That would be fantastic and a dream come true. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I would love to see that. And you know, just kind of pick out some bathroom cabinets that don't have plates. I really like the Parenthood ones, so we did go with those. Don't ask about the light upstairs. I don't know. When I was originally doing the framework, I needed to put in the stairs so I could kind of figure out where everything else would go upstairs. And I really fell in love with the ones from Get Famous. I was like, these are gonna be perfect in a Big Brother house. I don't know where I could use these in an actual house, but the Big Brother house is like obnoxiously colorful and crazy, so I was like, these are perfect. These are going in here because I'm in love with these stairs. So that's what we did. Why did I move the wash? I don't know. So it looks like, yeah, I'm starting the bathroom here. I do end up making 4 separate shower stalls and 4 separate toilet stalls because, again, they're Sims. They're gonna pee themselves, and I don't want to deal with it. So, there we go with that one. They're pretty standard. I didn't really add any decoration. I did try to hold back on a ton of decorating, again, for lag purposes, because this is such a big lot. And we are going to be having 8 Sims at the start of this, so I wanted to not have as... I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Whatever. So yeah, I just kind of resized so you can kind of see the separation where the toilets are and then where the showers are without me having to put in a half wall. Again, I really love those counters. Those are probably some of my favorite counters. I do wish we had more color options without having to use custom content. I was trying to figure out a way to make this into like 4 wide, but it just wasn't working. So I just wound up putting in 2 sinks instead. I thought that would be easier. And here I am making like, you know, the little area where like the camera people would be and the Big Brother staff would be. I believe Bob talks to them. He just talks to them over like the loudspeaker. I will say, you will, when you watch because I am going to do a house tour video prior to the Big Brother stuff starting. Because I am doing a Big Brother series. I have made 2 of the Sims already. It's just a matter of making the Sims and getting everything set up at this point. Because I have so many ideas for it. Like, we're gonna do this properly. You're seeing me putting in lights here. I do wind up taking out all the lights because I'm like, wait a minute, we're never gonna be using this space. Technically, it's just for the crew that aren't going to be in this series. So I do take it out. And I got really frustrated with the stinking doors. I'm just gonna throw that out here right now. Because like the lighting was so weird on them. I really wanted to use like these pretty glass double doors, and then when I place them, not these ones, but if I place a second set, the lighting in that area becomes super, super dark. And granted, we aren't going to be seeing this area much. Like, they're not even going to be in here except for when they exit the Big Brother house. But I was still adamant that it had to be good lighting. And it just wasn't, so I believe I don't think I changed it from this, actually. I think those doors stay. And originally I had a fence to mark off the backyard. Again, that was just me sizing it, but I do replace it with a wall because it is a giant wall. Yeah, here's the wall. There is a wall that encompasses their backyard. So no one can, like, escape, I guess. I don't know. People have thrown things over the wall and stuff in seasons past. I added in a slip and slide because in Big Brother 7 All-Stars, they actually made their own out of trash bags, and it was the cutest thing. So I was like, I'm just gonna give these guys a slip and slide. Obviously the hot tub in the pool. We have the outdoor retreat ring toss thing to kind of emulate that little hacky sack toss game that they play. We have the exercise area outside, like they always have. Significantly less equipment in here because, you know, I am kind of battling room. and functionality, so I can't like put, oh my god, move objects on and have them use it. It's just not gonna work. Here I am just trying to set up the washing machine area. The washing machine area is outside, so you do see me put a covering over it, which I had a lot of issues with, which you're gonna see. That thing, it was very, very frustrating for me to get that to work right. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna point that out there right now, because I really wanted the eaves pulled out so I could put the posts where I wanted it. You'll see when it comes up, and I'll talk about it more then. I decided to do yellow because it was nice and friendly, and again, Big Brother house is colorful. I do put in quite a few hampers because we're gonna have 8 Sims, so, you know, we're gonna need quite a few so I don't have to do laundry every 2 freaking days. So hopefully we can cut down on the laundry issue. So here I am just doing the back door. There's like a car driving past right now. It's playing really loud music, but here I am doing the backyard area for sitting down and chatting and plotting and whatnot. A lot of the house guys will end up like sitting out back, eating breakfast and drinking coffee and such. Yeah, I really like the backyard and how it came out. Here I am adding the stinking roof. And you'll see me end up changing it later as well. I don't remember when I end up changing it again, but yeah, I really wanted these posts obviously on the outside, like you're seeing right here. So I tried to pull the eaves out, and it cuts through the stinking, look, you can see it right there on that wall. And obviously it's because I used a wall and not a fence. So I was like, okay, I'll just add in this like really big roof trim that'll cover it up, that'll match up with the post there. Yeah, no, it didn't. I mean, it did, but then once we go upstairs to start working on the HOH area and the balcony area, you're gonna see it poking through the stinking wall, so it was kind of the bane of my existence. It's probably one of the main things I'm not particularly happy with, but, you know, it'll do. As long as it's functional and it'll keep it from getting ruined if it happens to rain, then I'm happy. We are going to be playing this in Del Sol Valley because, you know, it's meant to be like this Hollywood area, and obviously Big Brother is on a set for CBS and all of that, so I picked Del Sol Valley. You're going to be seeing me coming back to the backyard. I'm going to end up switching it over to nighttime and trying to fix the backyard with lighting. But here we are in the bedrooms. I don't believe I start doing the coloring in this part for these bedrooms just yet. I feel like that came later. But here I am trying to position the TV to match up. Because in the real Big Brother, they have a TV in the living room that Julie would come over and talk to the house guests. You know, well, no, they don't do nominations through the TV, but do evictions via there and all of that. But since this is The Sims, I didn't want to put a TV in because I knew what they would do. So I put the one-way mirror there, and then I put the TV behind it just to kind of get that feeling. It worked for me, I don't know. And here I am deleting all those lights. Because again, loading times, and I remembered that I need to really be thinking about that and keep that in mind. So you will see me removing some things. This room winds up being, this is like honestly one of my favorite rooms. It turned out really nice. My original idea was not pink, I'm gonna be honest. But the pink worked really well. It's very pretty. This is just kind of another sitting room where they will be, you know, chatting and plotting. Was it last year it was the geometry room? I think last year it was the geometry room. It ends up having different themes. Again, the house is usually varied in themes. My favorite house was, what season was it? Was it Big Brother 8? It was Danny Donato's first season. But I think, yeah, it was her first season. It was like an Alice in Wonderland themed house. It was amazing. There was one of the rooms in the back was like oversized, and then we had one that was kind of shrunk, and it was great. It was, I loved that house so much. They had like a teacup outside that you could sit in. It was great. Loved that house. Although now that I'm thinking about it, why am I picturing Brittany Haynes in it? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong on the season. I get the season numbers mixed up because I have been watching since season 1. So that's a lot to keep track of. My favorite was season 7 All Stars, though. That season was great. You do see me swap around the green and then the like orangey colored flowers because I wind up having more green on the left side and I needed more color, so I just kind of swapped the two. But I really loved the way this room came out. I just did a simple gray wall because there is so much color because of all the plants. Yeah, and I try to find flowers just to brighten that side up a bit, but I really enjoyed the green hanging down like that, so like, yeah, here we are with switching it. But I think it came out really nice. I am quite in love with this room. It's so nice. I know I add a rug. I don't think I added in a table or anything. I thought this rug was nice and simple, but it also could have added a pop of color, so that's why I put it there. Put another rug right there. And I do add in that cool ceiling fan that we got. I know it doesn't really do anything to cool down a room or anything, but it was nice, and that was the first room I actually finished, so I'm really in love with that room still. I'm trying to find some decoration for the bathroom. I didn't even know what direction I wanted to go with, and then I started seeing bowling stuff, so I was like, oh my god, I have to use this stuff because it's all bright. And then I saw that, and I was like, okay, we're going with like a nautical sea theme in here. And I found the stupid crab sign, and I was like, this is perfect. He later gets replaced when I find a similar decal. I really wanted to use the bubble wall. I wanted it to fill up the entire space though, and it just wasn't. So I do end up getting rid of it, plus, again, loading times, because it is animated. Sorry, I had a yawn there. There are a few custom content items in this build, so if you do decide to download it, please be aware of that. That ball is obviously custom content. I don't think I actually use a lot of items that are custom content. I think those might be some of the only ones. But there are custom content walls and carpeting in certain places because our base game carpeting, it needs some work, guys. Like, we need more carpeting options that don't look like they've been trodden on for 50 years, you know? I mean, if that's the look you're going for in your build, then obviously it's perfect, but it wasn't working for me. Yeah, I realized after trying to angle the tile that it actually lined up perfectly and I didn't need to do that, but I try to use that custom content wallpaper quite a bit throughout this build, and then I finally do end up using that starry-ish one in the HOH room. I did kind of change the colors in the toilet area because the shower area already had blue thanks to the actual shower. Yeah. This room is basically almost done. It came out really nice. Again, the bubble wall eventually goes away, and I put post in certain places. There it goes. Just to kind of separate the wall colors and the rooms a little bit better. Those bowling items were not meant to stay there. They end up staying there. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I was giving myself a little bit more room in the kitchen. I picked a different fridge. I think the fridge ended up changing colors again because I find a color combination by accident that I really end up liking and that works with the kitchen, and it's actually really pretty. Like, it's funky, but it's pretty. And yeah, you're starting to see it take shape. You're starting to see me grab more blues because blue is one of the prevalent colors in this kitchen. And it's really nice. I don't know, I really liked the kitchen and the way it came out. It was not how I originally intended it to come out, but it came out really nice, so I'm happy with it. I want to say I don't stick with the yellow counters, so don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure they're not that color anymore, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, I redid some of these rooms so many times that my brain is like fuzzy. Because this build, it took me, I think the total time spent was about 5 hours. So I'm comprising like 5 hours of footage into 2 videos, which probably isn't smart. My computer's going to hate me when I try to render this. It's bad enough the speed for the speed build is at 600%. Yeah, here I changed the colors a bit just so it's not as obnoxious. We're gonna get more of the yellow color in the actual walls instead. That's what I decided to do. I thought that would be a better direction to take it. Again, that's gonna be the memory wall. I sectioned it off with those little posts. Yeah, I think I end up using those ones. I was trying to find like a really like bright and poppy background. I wanted it to be sort of glowing, but I knew that glowy wall wouldn't have worked too well. I'm still not happy with the memory wall as of right now. And this house build is finished. The wallpaper isn't exactly what I would have wanted. I do wind up using this one because I thought, you know, it's pretty enough that it'll work. And those photos will obviously be replaced by the house guest photos once they're in the house, once they're all created and such. I can't tell what I'm doing next, so I'm just placing some flooring here. I don't think I don't put in tile. I just leave it as the wood floor and just add in some rugs to kind of, I don't know, give it a little bit more oomph to it and add some more color to it. So we do end up going with the yellow and blue theme because I really like those colors together. They're very pretty. It reminds me of what my mom told me, because she told me that when she was a kid, her room was yellow and blue, and that always kind of sticks in my head whenever I start popping down yellows and blues, and then I end up using it, so. I wanted to like that gold table, but it's too much of a yellowy gold, and it was too fancy for Big Brother. And you know, maybe if this was Celebrity Big Brother that we're doing, I would have more of that fancy stuff, but I really wanted this to be a funky house and really kind of capture what I have loved about Big Brother since the start. So here I am just trying to find some wallpaper for this. I stick with that blue color. The rest of the house ends up having that bowling stuff wallpaper, but in that tannish color that you're seeing on the wall that leads to the bathroom. But I wanted the dining area to be a little bit different. I was having issues with this because I really wanted those there, so I ended up having to move the mirrors up, which really bugged me, actually. I'm gonna be honest. Because I wanted it to sort of line up, and even if I moved the mirrors down, the decals were just cutting through like you just saw. So yeah. Those are a little bit higher than the rest of the mirrors, and higher than I would have liked them to be, but, you know, it works, whatever. It still looks nice. I think it looks nice. It's a little funky and tacky, but I really like it. I like that it's kind of tacky. So here's a living room. I don't believe I changed the couch colors. I think those stay. I really wanted them to be colorful and funky. And yeah, that's about it for that. I really wanted to use some of the props from Get Famous, and I really liked that sword. So, I did do the blue one just to make it kind of tie in with the bathroom and kind of connect the two. I know it doesn't seem that way because, like, yeah. And if you are seeing, like, random pauses that the one that just happened, I'm pretty sure I was getting interrupted via text messaging from my parents. So, that happens a few times, and there was actually one video where I didn't realize I was still recording, and my cat had come into my room, and it's my girl, it was Bella, and obviously she's been sick, and we actually just got some not great news about her, and I didn't realize she was in my room, and I heard her crunching behind me because she was eating, and I forgot I was recording, and it was like an extra 20 minutes of me just sitting there, like there's no movement, but I did cut that out, but there are little moments in some of these videos where you're gonna be seeing some pauses, but yeah. And there's the fun crab thing. I was like, yeah, this is perfect. This is so much more colorful. I don't know why I put those there. I guess because it's leading to the bedrooms and they're heading off to Dreamland, but we're nearing the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you guys in the next part of this. Bye!